Hello and welcome to the Stack, and I have today's three top stories for you. The first story that we're going to cover deals with Twitter and Twitter's top lawyer. This top lawyer was behind the Trump ban and also was behind the censorship of the bombshell Hunter Biden laptop story that came just before the 2020 election and arguably interfered with the 2020 election. So this lawyer held a meeting with her staff yesterday and apparently cried to her staff over the Musk takeover of the company. And this is pretty baffling because the Musk takeover is not good news for her. She is exactly the type of person that Elon Musk does not want working at Twitter. Musk's big thing is free speech, free information, not having censorship on Twitter. And so this top lawyer, this top executive may very well find herself without a job now that Elon Musk is coming into the company. Which takes us to our second story about Elon Musk. And this comes where Musk actually is confirming that the Hunter Biden laptop story is real. And there's been a lot of questions over whether or not Musk is a liberal or a conservative. And I'm not going to go out and say that he's a conservative. But what I will say is it's pretty amazing to see someone like Elon Musk confirm that such a bombshell story is real. He replied to a tweet where he said, suspending the Twitter account of a major news organization for publishing a truthful story was obviously incredibly inappropriate. And like we said before in our first story, the person who stopped this story from being shared was this Twitter lawyer, this Twitter executive. She kind of heads up the censorship, the moderation division at the company. So again, this I think is going to mean that she's really going to struggle to keep a job at the company. But like I said, it's really amazing to see Musk confirming the Hunter Biden laptop story that we have known here at the Western Journal, that you all have known since that story came out, that it's real. And the third story, we're going to pivot to Tucker Carlson, who is one of the most watched cable news hosts. He has become a leader in the conservative movement, and he's hammering House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy. Tucker Carlson called him a puppet of the Democratic Party. There seems to be this split happening with conservatives, where you have conservatives like Tucker Carlson, and then you have very establishment Republican leaders like Kevin McCarthy. And that we're seeing that split because McCarthy, in some leaked audio, it came out that he had blasted Representative Matt Gaetz and Mo Brooks of Alabama in the aftermath of the January 6th Capitol incident. And he said, you know, can't Twitter take away Gaetz and Mo Brooks accounts too, just like they did to Donald Trump? So Tucker Carlson turned on McCarthy for saying this and is calling him a puppet of the Democratic Party. So there's a lot of division. It's going to be really interesting to see where the GOP heads moving forward, who's going to be in leadership in the House after the 2022 election, and who is even going to run for president in 2024. If you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Elon Musk news, the latest Tucker Carlson news, the latest 2022 election news, you can go to westernjournal.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.